just how strong of a contender he is.
Like, personally, he's one of my underdog picks for the guy that I want to see win the whole thing. Just because, he hasn't won an event yet this entire year, but he's been trying so hard. And he's made so many top 8 finishes, so many top 5 finishes, top 3 finishes. He hasn't got that victory yet, right? So I like the underdog. We just want to root for him. I want him like, this is the one. You just got to win this one. You're the champ,
Well, I mean, it's so hard, right? I mean, this is still the group portion of Tekken World Tour, right? And we still have it's still one of the most dangerous parts. You haven't even made it through the woods yet to get to the regular bracket, and you still have to go through players like me. You still got Kkokkoma sitting in front of you. I mean, Ghirlanda, one of those sleeper threats that you probably didn't even think you were going to have to deal with. He's there. There's so much you have to worry about. Book also one of the best gents in the world. We got a few of them out there now, but here he is on the Tekken World Tour stage. How do you deny him? So many things you're going to see in this Group D play. And like I said, C and D were those groups where people were like, okay, we don't know who's going to make it out. And I'm telling you now, the talent here is the reason why.
Yeah, and I love Ghirlanda being in this group. Yesterday he proved to everyone that he has what it takes to be here. Last year he could have qualified at the EU spot, but he couldn't go to the regional final, and because he couldn't get the points to make it to that top 5. So it's kind of like a redemption arc for him where he got the win in the LCQ here to make it to the TWT finals this year.
Okay.
So here we go. Italy versus Korea. Ghirlanda versus Kkokkoma.
Let's see what happens.
Gonna be good. Katarina, of course. Devil Jin coming out from Kkokkoma.
Kkokkoma, one of those players throughout the entire TWT season who hasn't, kind of went back and forth between some characters. He had a Kazumi at one point in time. He has a Dragunov.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you see his Devil Jin here, and he can play them to a degree of understanding that's going to take out most of the threats in his way to any top 8.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Kicking off Group D. The last group before we get into our top 8. Hammerhead stage again.
Block. Ooh, probably a little late on that punish. All right, down 4-1 to check once again. Kkokkoma can play a very compact style. You can tell by his movement, he wants to have those reactions. He wants to be able to check you at the turn.
Yeah, Ghirlanda, of course, very compact himself.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, also this time coming out from Kkokkoma. Here's the wall combo. Laser beams.
In the legs.
Oh boy.
Nice.
That is one of the things that Ghirlanda is amazing at, by the way. Whip punishing with that new move, 4-4-2-4, I believe it is. 4-4-4. Hey, the drive, so much damage.
Check out this elbow, though. I like that they make you watch that no matter what. Canceling into Harrier stance, goes right to the hop kick. That's what you get for checking. Spag was telling me yesterday how you can cancel into Harrier. They try to 1-1 and thinking you're going to follow up. You get right under it.
A lot of good options. Ghirlanda now going for the leg.
Oof, that back 4.
Watch your ankles, Devil Jin.
Oh, slash kick on the wall. Big damage, DOS boot.
Yeah, corner pressure from Kkokkoma. Low parry Ghirlanda. 2 rounds straight here. Yo, and the crowd is roaring behind us. Good job, crowd.
Well played, crowd. Wraith kick. DOS boot. Oh, he is getting really close to that wall. Kkokkoma still down 2 rounds, even though he has a life lead right now.
Man, this is crazy.
Yeah, Ghirlanda's still playing very, very offensive to the point where Kkokoma's second-guessing coming in. So that says he knows how to close out this round.
Yeah, big fish there, doesn't get it. Man, Kkokoma's really having a hard time breaking down Ghirlanda because Ghirlanda is so passive. Kkokoma's like, how am I supposed to get a read on this guy?
Oh, tapping him on the legs.
Good trade. Ghirlanda trying to, oh my God, jab lockdown. And finally, Kkokkoma on the board.
Reading Ghirlanda wanted to walk forward a lot, so he just kept hitting that jab to check. Nice block and punish on the hail sweep. Ghirlanda, big damage here. Really close to that wall.
Hey.
Still trying to keep him in that corner. See that Harrier stance cancel? Oh, the big low. Takes off a little chunk.
Yeah, Kkokoma's not ducking that high kick.
Oh, spring kick. Get off me. Hands off the horns. You heard this guitar going ham?
Love it. And Kkokkoma way behind Ghirlanda, recognizing he's got the huge life lead, so much time left in the clock, just chilling.
Wraith kick. Defense looking really good. Ghirlanda in the life lead, though.
Kkokkoma is hesitating right now. And time winding down here. He's out of time.
Kick finally cracks him open. Game 1. going to Ghirlanda.
And arm up in the air, letting the crowd know, I got this one for you. EU represent.
Man, the EU overall has had an amazing year. Ghirlanda, no exception to that, winning that LCQ. And Kkokoma's thinking about it. Like I said, he has plenty of characters, though. We already talked about this. He has characters that he can pull out and say, you know what? Maybe you can't deal with this. Maybe you can deal with this. But he feels like he's going to shift around possibly, find a better matchup for the scenario. There's that Kazumi we were talking about as well.
Yeah, he's thinking about it, right? I mean, he's hovering there, but he may pick it, he may not. He's going to do it.
Okay.
And, you know, like we mentioned earlier, in this round-robin format, every set matters. It doesn't matter whether it's early or late. Every one of them counts. And here we go, Arctic Snowfall.
And we just saw Tishuman not make it into that three-way tie situation because he didn't win enough games. That one match, even if Kkokkoma could come back, if we have another tie situation, that could not be good for him. That could hurt him.
Exactly. Well, here we go. Kkokkoma going with Kazumi now. Ghirlanda's Katarina has been unstoppable. It's like he picked up right where he left off last night at the LCQ.
I mean, that's another thing, man. Whether it's a day, maybe it's a few hours, maybe it's a game or two, man. Being warmed up for situations like this is something you always want. And it differs like for each player, right? Not everybody feels the same, but this might be optimal situations for Ghirlanda.
I mean, you got to believe that he has a ton of experience up on this very stage.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like this is Kkokoma's like first time up there.
Nice block while standing 4-4.
Oh, yeah, much better rounds this time for Kkokkoma.
Yeah, this helps him out. That down 4-1, able to check that distance a little more if he finds an opening.
Yeah, and with Devilgen, he really was too hesitant, right? He wasn't pulling the trigger on like electrics or hell sweeps or anything. He had a lot of whips opportunities he just didn't do anything with.
Yeah, you could.
Oh my God, he hit a button. Ghirlanda gonna steal the round with his rage art. Boom!
What a call out by Ghirlanda. Nice block, gets the knockdown 1-1-2. Early side steps by Ghirlanda. Kkokkoma not taking the bait after that. Playing a really safe range, answers back with a standing 4 of his own. Kkokkoma. Life lead looking good, but he is still down a round and a game.
I mean, he had a big life lead in this first round as well. You really can't count Ghirlanda out. His hop kicks when he needs them are always on point. He's got the frame crowds when he tries to get him. 4-4-2-4 for the whip punch when he needs that as well.
25 seconds left on the clock. Kkokkoma still trying to find a way in. Oh,
beautiful.
Wow. So good. Goes for the axe kick. Got to be careful.
That was really good. Well played by Kkokkoma there. Ties up the rounds here in game 2. Early poked out at Ghirlanda, does not get any counter trade.
Ghirlanda playing back pretty far right now. Oh, nice walk.
Whoa. Ghirlanda's play style so annoying. That's what you're talking about in the Harry stance.
Cancel into that stance. Crush it some high. Sometimes you pick the right option.
And right now, man, Ghirlanda, he gets his life leads and he just sits on it. He's like, what are you going to do about it?
Lets you get over patient. That's when he gets that big launcher to close it out. Saw him do it a few times yesterday.
Poking away with these lows here. Double rage again. Trying to bait out the rage art maybe.
Standing 4, about 15 seconds left on the clock. Ghirlanda still up a game. Ties the round. Frosted Flakes.
10 seconds now. Ghirlanda's still in the lead. Pressure's on. Doesn't duck. Smart defense. Kkokkoma trying to poke down. Ghirlanda answers back. Kkokoma's too far away. Ghirlanda 1 round away from taking the set on Kkokkoma.
Set point looking good for Ghirlanda right now. And just being stopped at every turn. Ghirlanda with those down jabs.
Man, all these tiny pokes just adding up. And Kkokkoma can't get him to duck.
And he's not letting him get close. Ghirlanda's not letting him get close enough to force it either.
Yeah, really good spacing here from Ghirlanda on this infinite stage. Look at, even if that max range low, right? Ghirlanda back there, so he knew the only thing was going to hit him was the low.
4-4-2-4, you called it out earlier, man. He's so good at hit confirming that. He knows when you're going to overextend. That's a launcher now.
Yep. Yeah, I've never seen a Katarina as good with it. And right now, Kkokkoma on the ropes, and that'll do it. Ghirlanda gets the first set of Group D. You know, EU right now are all out of the top 8. Ghirlanda is their last hope here to make it out, and he is not in an easy